Woo! Yo, what's up? Um, Something really interesting has been happening lately, as usual. Um, I I've been running into like a lot of old friends. I have this one friend that was gonna move in with me. He's been battling with cancer. This is his fourth time it's come back. He's in his 40s, and his wife, they've been divorced once already, and his wife basically told him once he was in remission and he had been dealing with his cancer and was on a good side. She said she wanted a divorce because she wasn't happy. And this guy kind of helped me a lot through just being there for me when I was, going through the separation with Leah. And now his cancer came back and they're trying to work things out because they have a kid, and it's just kind of crazy. And then yesterday I took the kids to go see a friend's basketball game that it's kind of like their uncle. It's been a huge part of their lives. He's been there for me a lot during this really difficult time. I'm super thankful for him. So we went to go support him. My son Malachi really looks up to him because he's really athletic. And we went to go watch his basketball game. And as we're leaving, this is part of town we're hardly ever in, I see like this old car, like from the 50s. And there's a skeleton on the passenger side. And we're like, what the heck? And I told Malachi, look, Malachi. And he missed it. So I, busted the NOS on my 98 Toyota Sienna and caught up to him. And the dude pointed at me and he reached over and rolled down his window. And Malachi said, wow, that car's old because he has to roll down his window. And turns out this is a guy I grew up with, that I started going to church with a long time ago when I was a teenager. We went to mission trips together. We did we grew up together. And I've been thinking about him a lot lately, and just kind of reaching out to him, but just, life happens, and, it never comes up. So anyways, he's like, dude, where are you going? I said, we're going to Burger King because Malachi's hungry, so he wants Burger King. And we pull into the parking lot. He's like, bro, how have you been? And we were about to switch. Leo's gonna come get the kids. But we ended up staying there a little bit longer because they wanted ice cream and whatnot. So we switched up the spot. And we just started talking. And he's like, dude, I don't talk to anyone anymore. He's like, I have no friends. I just have like my neighbors. And he's like, he's been married 11 years. And he's like, dude, I get it. You being divorced. He's like, I understand it's not easy. And so there's all these men coming into my life. And I've always, really enjoyed talking to people and doing groups and things like that. I've always been a part of groups. And that was one of the things that I wanted to do, was kind of like a house church back in the day when, I was kind of losing a lot of faith in organized religion. And, I think you need to believe in a higher power. And it's what got me through a lot of dark times, right? This time, I've kind of been doing it on my own, and here and there, trying to meditate and, think about, higher purpose in my life. But it's been hard. And, he basically just started talking, and, it kind of has me wanting to start a group, a group of guys just kind of being there for each other. I feel like there's not really any of that. I think when we're so divided, and when everything's just so easy to just share, and you constantly get consumed with, opinions of that you already agree with, right? Confirmation bias. it's very beneficial to talk to people, other people outside of your circle, and to maybe create some new circles. So this is something I'm thinking about doing. Not sure if you or someone you know would be interested in joining a group, talking to a guy this week about it. And I think it's something that needs to happen. Well, regardless of whether it needs to happen or not, I mean, shit, I need it, right? I need this in my life. And yeah, so we'll see what comes of it. I hope you're doing well. Take care of yourself, man. Get out there. Go on a walk. Do something to strain and challenge your body. Make sure you're drinking lots of water. And is it still Men's Mental Health Month? You know, I had a friend that also, forgot to mention, also reached out to me last week, and he told me he tried to kill himself and went to jail. And he's been married, I think, 13 years, 14 or 15, something like that. His wife left him, his kids, and he's just trying to pick up the pieces. And it's hard out there, man. I know this is kind of cliche and stupid, but if you're needing help, reach out and just check in with someone. You know, I've thought about, offing myself a long time ago. Things have gotten dark, but I just kind of like, part of me, I'm too stubborn, I think, to do that. I have something to prove to myself, to those around me, and I can't let them have the last laugh. But in my life, I have had, unfortunately, a lot of people that have killed themselves. And if I kept on getting low when I was really low, I understand, and I know it's hard to reach out. It's hard to, you feel like you're drowning and suffocating. But just trick yourself into playing one more day. Just one more day, man. That's it. And then another, and then another. I don't have a solution for any of this stuff. I don't think any of us do, because this stuff has been happening for a long time. And I feel like it's just kind of part of our society, revealing the cracks. But I think it's a conversation worth having, man. If someone wants to kill themselves, I think it needs to be a conversation. With, people you love or strangers. You have no idea what could come of it. Anyways, man, I love you, and I hope you're doing well. Hang in there. Peace.